Hi guys, Jisoo here. In my last video, I mentioned doing Right of X that night and thinking of we are going to win. To give you a result first, Shadows couldn't win, and I will tell you what went wrong and what you can do for your Shadow War. I know some of you may not like involving in a team game and rather playing as a solo. But if you are a person who enjoys playing as a team and socializing with others like me, then you must understand how the Shadow War works. This game is designed to be a war game between Shadows and Immortals, which means that requires a lot of teamwork to reach the final goal. Means that if many people have a good understanding of the system, then they can reach the goal a lot faster. Okay, so let me explain to you how shadow stage work and what shadows can do in order to pass each stage. Basically, there are 4 main stages, which are planning, gathering, showdown, and reckoning. Rite of Exile happens when shadows unlock showdown stage, which is when real PvP battle starts. So at Rite of Exile, shadows are required to win 5 matches against Immortals, and Immortals have to win 6. If Shadows fail, the Reckoning stage unlocks automatically. And if you have many active Shadow clans in your server, then Reckoning or 1 or 2 is enough stage for Shadows to overthrow Immortals, because at the time most active players would maximize their Shadow rank, which gives 32% damage buff, and another up to 30% damage buff comes from the Reckoning stage. So by the time you reach Reckoning 2 and highest Shadow rank, you should get about 62% damage against the Immortals, which is quite a lot. This means that the system helps you to win over players who are stronger than you. But if the server has only 3 or 4 active clans, then you may have to wait until Reckoning Stage 3, which allows Shadows to win only 3 matches. And that's exactly what happened to our server last week. I thought we could reach Reckoning Stage 3 by last week, but didn't happen, so Shadows still have to win 5 matches against Immortals. Currently, there are 4 very active clans in my server, and the current Immortal regime is quite strong and have more active players. Means that they have enough resource to win 6 matches. Also, Immortals came up with a very pretty smart strategy. They put their weakest team against our top 4 clans and put the strongest against the other 6 clans, which I would have done the same if I was Immortals. So keep in mind this strategy if you are Immortal or once you become an Immortal. I'm pretty sure a lot of people already do. But I think it is a pretty good way to maximize the use of your resource. So that is it for this video, guys. I'll be back with update with our Excel progress next week and share with you matching strategy if Immortals don't throw the match against us again. I really don't care about being an Immortal. I just want to have really good fight. At the moment, Battleground is only way to enjoy team PvP, but it doesn't really feel like a team fight because of the matching system. I hope Blizzard brings out some kind of warband or clan Battleground in future. Anyway, thanks for watching, and please subscribe to me if you like my contents. If not, it's okay. See you next time. Bye!